And Jerry
All right, welcome to another edition of the BS Sessions. As always, my brother in arms out here, Mr. Jerry Supe. What's up, brother?
What's going on, dude? How you doing tonight?
What do we got going on, man?
Oh, not much on this point. Let's introduce our guest before we talk about the show. We got that's the TJ Watt jersey, ain't it? You're wearing there, Joseph. Sorry to hear that,
in
man.
memoriam.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing tonight, man?
Well, I'd be a lot better if the NFL season wasn't a merry-go-round that I could not get off of.
Right.
I should have learned by now as a Steelers fan that this is not a ride that you can just up and leave, especially when Mike Tomlin's facing a losing season.
Right.
So other than that, we're doing good. Just enjoying life, hoping that the Steelers don't absolutely embarrass themselves on Sunday.
I always boast about their organization because I think they're probably the best run organization in the league.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, think about it. Only 3 coaches, since 1975? Something like that?
70.
Yeah.
That's 69.
I mean, that's freaking amazing, dude.
69.
That team field with 3
dudes.
coaches in 3 years,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, our other guest is from the Blackspinner Circle podcast and my partner from the 3 Shots Down podcast, Andy Rodriguez, man. How you doing?
Hey guys, I am doing all right, man. I'm very excited that my Texans made it to the playoffs
Yeah.
after 3 years of just oh my god, just asking when's baseball start? When's baseball going to start? But man, it's really good to see them going in the right direction. For so long it was just miserable. It wasn't
Beat them Browns. Beat them Browns.
Oh man, believe me, I hope so. I don't know why, dude. It's like Facebook is flooded with like Joe Flacco is the next coming for crying out loud. Give me a break, man. The dude was in his couch.
Hey, in honor of Tim Couch, right?
Yeah.
But then I've never been a Browns fan ever since I started watching football, and I saw John Elway do the drive.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and I was rooting for Elway too, because it was amazing to see that.
Yeah,
and,
cool.
and it came against the Browns. So ever since then, I just don't care very much for that organization.
I just remember Bottlegate. That's the biggest game I remember buying, the playoff game against
the former co-host of the show ain't gonna like you guys.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
That was
the ref did blow that call because he can't review a play after another play has been run. But man, they were pelting the refs and everybody with bottles, man. Jeez.
Yep.
As a fan base, I consider them probably the second worst behind, or I consider Philadelphia the worst fan base, but Cleveland's definitely up there. Sorry, Charles.
Like, you mean the roughest or just the worst? Period.
Just turn out jerks and assholes, man. Pretty much,
Yeah.
I mean, Philly fans are the fucking worst. I mean, they were out there flipping little kids with like 49er jerseys on, flipping them with fingers and stuff. I mean,
tripping
seriously, dude.
The line.
But in all defense, man, every freaking fan base, you always hear fights everywhere now in stadiums, man. It's getting ridiculous, I think. So
but Eagles fans are the only ones that climb up greased poles when they win.
Yeah.
well, since you guys already brought up football, I got the BS football, so I might as well start talking football so it goes together. What about you? What do you guys think about the Bills fan that was shot in Miami at the games?
That was terrible.
It's Miami, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just ridiculous. These fans, it's a fucking game,
Yeah, it's a game.
Jeez,
I love debating about.
I get upset when my team loses, but the next day I'm better. Unless it's a big game like Super Bowl, it may take me a couple of days, but I get over it quick. It's just a fucking game in the long run.
Yeah. When I gloat on a team, I gloat for 2 days and I'm done. And I'm always the one that gets called out for being a Cowboys hater. And Jerry, you post way more Cowboys hate posts than I do.
I don't post any Cowboys hate. I post Cowboy fact. The last thing I posted about the Cowboys was, if Dak Prescott's truly going to be the MVP, he needs to go to Buffalo, beat Buffalo, and go to Miami and beat Miami. That's the last thing I said about Dallas. And is that the truth or not?
Yeah.
How is that ragging on the Cowboys?
Well, you did say something about Micah Parsons, but you said he's better than that.
Yeah, he's constantly talking about that game against the 49ers. I'm like, dude, man, move on. You're too good of a player to let this game that happened like 2 months ago still stay in your head.
Yeah.
I think he posted 3-1 to me in the last 2 months on the Cowboys.
But I haven't posted anything bad though.
But I get called out for being the hater. I only posted like haha one time. Like,
yeah, I posted more Philly hate. I posted more Philly hate than that.
Oh yeah, you've been doing a lot of Philly hate.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Yes.
A lot.
Fuck, I think Sirianni's gonna get fired if he doesn't win.
Dude, if he loses to the Bucs,
Yeah.
they're not gonna let him.
Everybody's saying I know Colin Cowherd was saying that there's still one team that hasn't fired their coach yet that he thinks is in the Bill Belichick sweepstakes. And I'm thinking I think it's Philly. I think it's Philly.
Yeah. Well, he's a tough coach, tough defense. That would fit him well. Just get a new offensive coordinator, and he'll be raring to go. He'll probably get the guy that was fired from Denver again.
Oh, jeez.
He'll probably keep Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
He's already there.
Exactly.
I think the Philadelphia needs to bring back big. What the hell's his name? The guy who was
the guy who was fired from the Raiders, but he was in Denver before.
Who's that Eagles guy? The bodyguard that got in the fight with the 49er player. What was his name?
I don't know his name.
I don't.
Big Sal, Big Vic, or something like that. Whatever his fucking name is. Yeah. Ever since he's been banned from the sidelines, they've sucked, man. So, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe there's something with that. I don't know.
Maybe he was whipping his team into shape, just standing over there.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, in football, also, we had 8 coaches fired, and I think the biggest shocker was Pete Carroll.
I agree.
Do you think about that?
Yeah, that one doesn't surprise me at all.
Really?
That one, they basically did what the Steelers haven't had the balls to do, is fire a coach for being mediocre for too long, because the Seattle Seahawks have done nothing in the past decade ever since they lost the Super Bowl.
They made the playoffs last year. I mean, without Russell
when was
Wilson.
when was the last time they won a playoff game?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I think Rainbow was the big
around here it wasn't. And I live in Tennessee Titan country. Yeah, people were predicting it all along. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So
that was coming.
Yeah, and with Belichick gone, I think Vrabel is number one candidate to go to New England.
And plus, one of our 49er guys, he took over the GM last January, so he's had a year on a job. You know, GMs always want to bring in their own people, so this kind of makes sense to me. So
yeah, they've been saying all year that Vrabel was kind of clashing with the office.
Was he? Well, yeah, he was.
It was more of a management disagreement than anything.
Yeah, Tennessee asked the Raiders to interview their coach. What's his name? The interim coach.
Really?
They're not going to keep that other dude. That
other dude was cool.
Yeah, he's still labeled as an interim coach.
Yeah,
right.
So Tennessee asked permission. I don't know if the Raiders are going to give it to him or not. But with Harbaugh out there, I mean, Raiders.
I fully see. I think it's good. I think Harbaugh is going to the Raiders.
I think Harbaugh is going to go to the Chargers. That's my pick.
I don't think they have the money.
You don't think they have the money for Harbaugh?
No,
they're in LA now. There's plenty of money.
I said the Redskins offer the most. Like I said, they have $80 million in cap room. They got high draft picks. I mean, that's a lot to offer a first year coach. So, but it's Washington though, so who knows?
And they got a new owner.
Yeah.
So they might give a new head coach a new start with all this money and say, "Go do your thing."
Magic Johnson's part of that ownership group too.
For who? The Redskins?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Commanders. I know. I still call.
They are the Redskins.
I still call the Chargers San Diego. So
the Redskins and the Cleveland Indians, man.
Mm-hmm.
But just like at Disney, they changed restaurant names. I still remember the original restaurant names. I go, hey, go to Taste Palace. Oh wait, that's Smoke Jumpers now. Fucking shit. I always call things by the old. I think I'm getting old here, but I'm just thinking, man, there's a lot of coaching. There's a lot of openings right now. Yep. And I'm not going to get racial, but the NFL has the Rooney Rule. Mm-hmm. They have to interview all these black coaches. And then one or two get hired and then 6 become white guys. It's like, they say, look, we did it. I don't know. But That's kind of fucked. But you got a great coach there in Texas. I love D'Amico Ryan.
Oh man, I am so glad that we're not part of this coaching merry-go-round. Because dude, we've gone through 3 coaches in 3 years. That's fucked up.
I mean, all of our coaches that are leaving are giving us 3rd round compensating picks, so I don't mind it at all.
That's good.
So.
Yeah,
we got like 5 3rd round comp picks this year for people that we've lost over the last couple of years.
And then,
it's crazy to think that now with Belichick getting fired, that Mike Tomlin is the longest tenured coach in the entire league.
Yeah,
and he's been there for this was his 17th year, and after him, it's him and Harbaugh, and then it jumps
John
down.
Harbaugh,
it jumps way down.
It's him, Harbaugh, and Andy Reid are the 3 longest, and then after them, it jumps down to I think McVay.
Oh, well,
might even be Shanahan.
Shanahan's been there for a while.
6 years. This 6 years. Yeah, so,
I think McVay is as well.
McVay got the Rams job after Shanahan.
Did he?
Because he's part of Shanahan's, assistants at one time. So.
No. They were both assistants at Washington. They were both assistants at Washington.
Yeah, because this would be at least McVay's 6th year because they went to the Super Bowl in 2018. That's 6 years ago.
It may have been the same year they both got hired. I don't know.
Might have been.
I don't know.
Might have been.
But still, the fact that it's only after Tomlin, Harbaugh, and Reid that the next longest tenured coach is only 6 years.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, what do you guys think about during the teams that make the playoffs, the teams that fire their coaches, all of a sudden start asking permission to interview coaches of teams that are in the playoffs? I'll just say, I think it's bullshit. I think they should wait. I don't see baseball or any other sport do this. I don't know why football jumps the gun so much. Maybe they have a shorter season. What do you guys think about that shit?
Well, they want to let them. They want to let them have enough time to get accustomed to the team before the draft and everything, and really kind of get involved with the team. And I mean, if any of these teams have any kind of hopes of going on a playoff run, they're not going to let their coaches get interviewed because it's taking away their coaches' focus on the team.
Well,
they don't deny them, but
they don't have to let them.
They're not going to most of the time.
The Niners let them interview Ryans last year.
Either they make a rule where you can't hire any coaches after the regular season until after the Super Bowl, or if you wait for these playoff teams to get eliminated, those jobs can be filled by then. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a double-edged sword if you think about it. So I don't know.
I think they should wait.
Either make it till after the Super Bowl, or like I said, there's nothing really they can do about it.
Or all the teams that are eliminated can't talk to the teams that are in the playoffs, but they could talk to other eliminated teams. That seems fair to me.
Yeah, but then who wants those coaches?
But it doesn't seem fair at all, actually.
Yeah, who's trying to hire coaches from teams that didn't make the playoffs?
Yeah, but still, those coaches will get a leg up in going to interviews. I think they should all wait until after the Super Bowl. That's plenty of time. That is from the 2nd week of February all the way to the end of April. That is 3 months to get acquainted with the draft and how you want to build your team with your GM and all that. I don't think that these coaches should be interfered when they're getting paid already by another team, and they're trying to get to the Super Bowl. It's only a couple of weeks until the Super Bowl. These are very important games, and for these guys to be going to interviews in the middle of the week when they should be preparing, no.
I don't think it's that long of a process to be getting interviews. I don't know. There's so much you got to do as a head coach. You got to get your assistants in place. All that other jazz. You got to write your playbook. You got to get together and decide what direction you're going to go with your coaches. Know your players. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a right answer for it. So
it's just another month to wait. It's just another month to wait after that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But again, I don't know if it's ever been this. This is one of the larger examples, and again, like we said, I don't think it's done yet. I think there's still at least 1 or 2 more head coaches that are going to lose their jobs.
Yeah, I think Sirianni can lose. I think the guy from Tampa Bay could lose his job too. So,
so I think that at this point, this is one of the larger years, and it's kind of like looking at college. The whole opting out of the bowl games. This is by far the worst year that it's been so far for it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna hit a point where you have a year like this where it's an insanely large amount of coaches that are going to be positions that are going to need to be filled, or like in college, a lot of these opt-outs. It's not until years like that when the league is finally going to have to put their foot down and say, okay, this is what we're going to have to do. And so we'll see if this year has any effect on what happens in the future.
Yeah,
but
I got so excited. I was going to watch the Notre Dame bowl game. I'm looking at the starting lineup. I'm like, who the hell are these fucking guys, man? None of their starters played.
Transfer
on offense, we barely had any starters. It was our defense. Most of our defense played, thankfully.
Yeah.
But our offense, almost all the starters. I think our offensive line, 4 of the 5 were guys that had never played, that never started a game before.
Well, good news is they destroyed the team they played, so I guess that's good news. I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and well, they were even worse off than we were. They had even more opt-outs than we did. But
it cost Ohio State their bowl game too.
What is this transfer portal? These players leave and go to other schools, and
basically it used to be if you wanted to transfer to another school, you had to be penalized. You had to sit a year. You had to do all this stuff, and now they do this transfer portal. It's all tied in with the NIL deals and all that stuff, that they can transfer, retain their eligibility, and not have to sit out a year.
Yep.
And they can do it repeatedly. There's players that every year will be playing for a new team.
That's just takes away from the raw do it for your school. It's not like that anymore. And I'm
college football is becoming professional. It's what it is.
Well, they're getting paid now. So.
But speaking of college coaches, I'd like to congratulate Jim Harbaugh for this national championship, even though I fucking hate Michigan, but I like Jim Harbaugh. And also, like him or hate him, Nick Saban did a hell of a job in Alabama, man. He really did. He turned that team around, man. I mean, Alabama was nothing. They were a mediocre team until he joined them. I mean, they what 6, 7 championships in his time. So, good job for him, and hope he enjoys his retirement.
I'm just happy that I might not be able to see Roll Tide all over my timeline now. God.
Oh, yeah. Hope they're going to suck for a few years, and everyone's going to love it.
Yeah. Like an A. But didn't the Seminoles get busted for something?
I don't know.
I didn't hear anything.
They were talking about they were getting busted for their coaches renting cars and getting drunk or something.
You see, that's what I don't understand about this whole Michigan thing. What's going to happen to Harbaugh? I mean, they were found guilty. Michigan dropped their lawsuit against the NCAA after the NCAA showed them everything that they had, and Michigan backed off. So this
nothing's going to happen.
Take off and like nothing.
Yeah, he's Pete Carroll. He's Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll and USC did the same thing.
Pete Carroll, USC.
Here's my thing, and this will always be how I view it because of how the NCAA treated Notre Dame. If Notre Dame had to surrender our wins in 2012 and 2013, same thing should happen with these teams. We didn't even we self-reported. We declared that we had 2 players that were ineligible, and we went to the NCAA. We said we wanted to make this right, and the NCAA rained down on us.
Yeah,
and so if that's how they want to treat a team like Notre Dame, who's self-reported, ineligible players,
which is a shocker because I think NCAA has always treated Notre Dame a little bit on a higher pedestal than most teams. Right. So that really surprised me there, So I don't know. Maybe they're getting called out for always giving Notre Dame a break. Do something for a change. That could have been it too, or something. I don't know. But
honestly,
get away with it.
I think if we would have won the Natty that year, I don't think they would have done it.
All right.
I think if we would have beat Alabama, they wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well.
No.
I saw that coming too. I really did. Yeah,
I think everyone did. They're like, oh, this is not going to go well. We got demolished.
I'm saying, thank God we got some garbage points at the end, or it would have been like the biggest blowout.
Oh yeah. we can thank TCU for that one now.
Yeah.
All right, so then we get to something that Jerry wanted to take because we send each other I send BS stories to them in a group. so they know what I might bring up. Some of these I don't bring up, some of them I do, but Jerry wanted to take this one first. William Dafoe says, streaming is hurting more challenging movies. More difficult movies cannot do as well on streaming when you don't have an audience that's really paying attention. People now go home, they say, hey, honey, let's watch something stupid tonight. They flip through and they watch 5 minutes of 10 movies and they go, forget it, let's go to bed. Jerry.
I love Willem Dafoe. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. But what a bunch of horse shit that is. Make a freaking good movie. All right? Come up with something original in Hollywood to get somebody's attention. You know what I mean? Take a look at, I'm not a big rom-com fan, but you're pretty much going to get the same story in every rom-com. I love Jason Statham. You're going to get the same stuff in every Jason Statham.
Beehive.
Oh, the Beekeeper. I want to go see that. I love Jason Statham. So, I love brainless movies. So I don't know where he gets off that's like, mindless or brainless or whatever. So if you make a good movie, whether it's streaming or at the theaters, people are going to go see it and watch it. So I don't understand what he's saying. Maybe I'm misreading what he's saying there, but it sounds like it's like people are just like streaming. They're getting lazy. You just turn it off or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm making this is what I'll let you go back to it, but this is what I think he's meaning. People go home. They have so many distractions at the home instead of going to the movie theater. They're not paying attention to the movie. They're like this. And then eventually they don't know what's happening in the movie. Oh, let's go to bed. That's just what
make a good movie where you don't lose interest. That's happened to me at home. Some of these movies that are made for streaming, I'll watch, and if I get bored, I'll do that. Yes, but if I'm into the movie, I'll watch it all the way through. I'm sorry,
the
Joseph.
one thing I have to say in response to Willem Dafoe is to hold up one movie.
Platoon. What is that? Oh, The Irishman. Yeah, there you go.
This movie came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yep.
This movie was a streaming exclusive, and it became extremely, extremely well reviewed.
Yep.
People really enjoyed watching it to the point where it's a Criterion Blu-ray now, and it's only 5 years old. Like,
thank you. Good point.
It's not impossible if you make a quality film. People are going to watch it. It might, and the way he phrased it, it's a more difficult movie. So what? Like movies that make you think more, or what is he talking about here?
That I don't understand either. What he means by that? Maybe
I'm assuming he means something like this, like
social justice, or what is something like something that's about? I don't know.
I guess never heard him talk about social justice. So
I'm thinking I think he means like a more cerebral movie.
I never heard the guy,
not just like a mindless movie, like you said.
I never heard the guy even bitch and moan before, so I was kind of. I'm not that he's bitching and moaning, but I just didn't understand. I didn't really disagree with what he was saying if I understood what he was meaning. So,
yeah,
you make a good movie, people will watch it, whether it's at the theater or on streaming. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the way Oppenheimer is revolutionizing home media again.
Mm-hmm.
It was a phenomenon in theaters, and now when they're putting it out on home media, it's one of the first movies in like what they said 5 or 10 years that is blowing up on Blu-ray and 4K. That it's selling out everywhere, and it's revolutionizing the format again because it was going out there for a while. There was movies that weren't even coming out. A movie that I really enjoyed that came out last year, Glass Onion, the sequel to Knives Out with Daniel Craig.
Oh, it's really good.
They still have not put that out on Blu-ray or anything. It's only still on Netflix. It's not on Blu-ray or anything, even though the first one was. Just because the format, even though somebody like me that has all these freaking DVDs and Blu-rays behind me, the format's becoming unsupportable. Like it's not, you're not making money on Blu-rays anymore. And then you have a movie like Oppenheimer that's a very cerebral, very kind of what most people might call a tedious movie that people really got into and really kind of got engrossed in, and is making billions of dollars in the home media market.
Wow.
It's still possible. You have to make a good movie. And I hate that argument from people when say, oh, movies won't do good anymore because people don't have the attention span, people don't have this. Make a good movie and they will.
Bottom line. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. If you make a good movie, if you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just going to say something about that attention span. I made YouTube said start making shorts, for this channel and Freeform. So I made shorts, and I made a thing, Triumph Quick Thought. It's like 59 seconds. I got almost 800 views and people commenting on a 59. And we do this show, we do the after show, we get 30 to 80 views. I did a thing about kiss bands, over 5,000 views, a minute video. So the short attention span thing is there.
Oh, 100%. But I'm talking about those people aren't the same people that are watching movies to begin with. Like, and it's also a different, it's a different thing. People that can sit on their phone and scroll through shorts is different than people that are trying to sit down and watch a movie. Oh, and even though they're the same people, it's a different mindset.
I mean, I've been at the theater and watching some boring ass movies where I'm trying to keep my eyes open. So it's the same effect there it is at home for me. If the movie sucks at the theater, I'll fall asleep doing it. I've done it before.
It's like this guy, coworker at work. He's always sitting there looking at Instagram and TikTok. I go, how the fuck do you watch that all day? I get bored after 2 videos. Yeah. I said, I want to watch something with substance. This is like, well, did you show me this guy get hit by a car? Okay, that's cool. I've seen that a million times. You know,
see, admittedly, I do like the format, especially on YouTube, but I use it to help discover other things. Yeah. Like I'll see a channel I like a lot. There's a lot of sports channels that will do shorts. They'll do like little interactive stuff on the shorts, and then if I like their content, I'll look into them more and I'll look into their long form videos. And a lot of the time, that's how I've really kind of gravitate towards new channels. Is if you can grab me in 60 seconds, then I'll put more of my time in.
Sure. That's why I've been making those shorts, and the shorts have been doing really good. So hopefully they look at our long form videos.
Yeah, hopefully you see a translation into more views on the regular.
I want Jerry to make some shorts, and
what actually does really well now are reaction videos, man. You should do some reaction videos.
What? Of listening to something? Know. You can't put music on YouTube. They ding you. So kind of.
No, they play music all the time on YouTube.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
you just have to put all like the DCMA everything. Like you have to like.
Yeah, I follow this
the nonprofit.
I put up concert videos and I always get copyright infringement, but it means that I can't make money off that video if I ever make money off YouTube. Yeah. So that's fine. But
this reaction video is all over where they're playing regular music. So,
but does Andy have anything to say about what William said?
No, I really don't. Y'all said it all. You know, I'm not the biggest movie guy, so y'all watch more movies than I do. I would like to go back to the movies, and I would like to get into something like I wanted to go see Oppenheimer, because before it started, I was in Albuquerque. And we went to go visit the museums and all that before the movie came out, because I didn't even know that there was going to be a movie until I saw a poster and they were talking about it, because there was a couple of places on the sites where they filmed parts of the movie. And I said, well, that's pretty cool. And it showed us, the different ways that they did different parts that made into the movie, but I never got around to watch it. I don't know why, I just did it. Yeah, but it was pretty cool to go see all that and be on the grounds. But to get back to the question at hand, no, I'm not that big of a movie guy. Even here at home, my attention span, it's not my attention span, it's like I get bored. It's like, well, I can always go listen to an album or watch a game or something. So that's what I do with my time.
Every time somebody says the word Albuquerque, I think of Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, should take a right turn.
I made a left turn at Albuquerque.
Left turn, yeah.
Albuquerque.
I made a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, me and my wife got that go 3 movies a week for $22 a month. You get to see 3 movies, so we've been seeing a lot of movies lately. So
that's why you can't do the videos.
Some of them, like tomorrow. Oh man, I hope she's not listening. But I have to sit through The Color Purple tomorrow.
Oh God.
My mom and sister enjoyed it. They said it was
I didn't mind the first one, but a musical of it, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh man, the original one was. Whew.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch Mean Girls?
My mom said it was really.
It's funny you mentioned that. Of course, I'm going to go see Mean Girls the musical just for revenge. I thought Mean Girls was funny. Sorry,
That's funny. It was a great movie. I like Clueless also. Donald Faison from Scrubs is in there. Come on, man. I love that dude.
And the girl, the girl that's doing Rachel McAdams' role is actually a very good singer, man. She's got a great voice. Renee Rapp, if you ever heard her sing, man, excellent singer, pop singer though. So you won't like that, Mark, but I'm just letting you know.
I like pop. I like Duran Duran. What are you talking about?
Oh, the Clueless soundtrack is fantastic.
Yeah,
that soundtrack is Clueless.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Well, we're in the movie section right here. So Caddyshack, Tron actress, and Caddyshack and Tron. Cindy Morgan died at 69, dude.
Cutie Pie, man. I really loved her in Caddyshack, man. She was pretty sexy in that movie. And really good in Tron. Yeah, to be honest with you, that's the only two movies I think I know her in. So I'm sure she's been in more, but yeah. Lacey Underall, was that her name in Caddyshack?
Yeah. Chevy Chase, man.
Yeah,
with her.
Yeah, she was doing things to me during my adolescence in some of the scenes in that movie. So
more than
I'll always thank her for that. Both of them all at the same time. There's more than one. But I mean, she was sexy as hell in that movie.
I thought Jennifer Jason Leigh was hot too. So
she was hot too. Yeah. I mean,
they can all be hot, Mark.
It's sad. I just found out that Nicole Eggert's got breast cancer now. She's in pretty bad shape.
Dang.
Like, all these hotties are like, getting old and getting sick. It's sad, actually.
Yeah. Well, Andy, you're not a movie guy, so you don't really know her, right? You don't know Caddyshack.
Well, I've seen Caddyshack. I don't know how many times I got it memorized, but when Tron came out, I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I never saw Tron.
I remember
the game was weird. I remember the game had the round thing instead of a joystick.
Yeah, I got the game. It had the controller, like the airplane controller type thing.
I just remember going to Disneyland. They had this thing called the People Mover, and they would take you into the world of Tron, like screens, and you'd be on those bikes going zoo, zoo.
The bikes are cool, man. That's the best part of the movie. Cool. The bikes,
the game too. The game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was good, but I didn't understand the movie at all. What the hell are these people doing?
Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do.
I'm sorry. I was a single-digit kid.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just
when that shit came out.
I'm just messing, man.
Yeah, I know.
What about you, Joseph, on Cindy?
Oh yeah, I mean, like Jerry said, she was great in Caddyshack, and like Andy, I've never seen Tron. But
Jeff Bridges, man.
Yeah, I love Jeff Bridges, but I'm not a huge sci-fi guy as far as
just like
go.
Just like
I'm
that
really
dude
not.
There.
I love Jeff Bridges. But
he's the dude.
Yeah,
man.
He is the dude. Dude about
my wife hated that movie.
Now see, I thank you, Diane, because I thought that movie was very overrated myself.
That movie's awesome. That movie's
never liked it. Talk about a movie that puts you to sleep. There's one right there.
Dude.
And I love Jeff Bridges, like Joseph said, man.
But Mark does not abide on this, man.
Mark does not abide. My favorite movie that
Kiss the Jerry's rear end.
My favorite movie that Jeff Bridges was in. I love the remake they did of True Grit. I thought that was
so man, he was awesome in that, man. Even Haley Steinfeld was really good.
Oh yeah, she was great, man. She was great in that.
I like Starman too.
Don't fuck with the Jesus.
And Jeff Bridges. That was Lloyd Bridges. That's Lloyd Bridges. Right. Lloyd Bridges was the one. Lloyd Bridges was the one in The Vanishing, right, with Kiefer Sutherland and Sandra Bullock. You ever see that movie?
Well, Lloyd Bridges picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. And he was in Hot Shots Part 2. That was pretty good. On Hot Shots.
Oh, the president. Yeah, the president. Yeah.
All right, man. So we got that. Let's get into some music news here, man. We got James Kotak. And you said about Humanity Hour 1. You're the first person. I posted that shit a lot. The Hour 1.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody says shit about it. And
great track.
Fucking Joseph knows that fucking song. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. I love that album.
I was a first day listener of that album when I was 8 years old.
He died, but the singer of Kingdom Come said he was in a 48-day stint of rehab facility before his death. So he was trying to get help, Joseph, man. I'm gonna let you go first because You know him out of the hour one. That was awful.
Yeah, I know he's been in bad shape for a while. I mean, that's why he wasn't in Scorpions anymore. He was having abuse issues for years, and they finally drew the line with him. What, almost 10 years ago now in the
Didn't
Scorpions.
he get arrested in Dubai?
Yeah, he got arrested and was doing he had all kinds of stuff going on, and then they finally kicked him out of Scorpions, and then they did the Kingdom Come reunion. And like I said yesterday night, that I got to see the Kingdom Come reunion at M3 one year, and you could tell he was something was going on, because he got on the mic during part of the show and was just kind of rambling for a while, and it was a little sad, but I know he's had a lot of issues, and that unfortunately it's not surprising. And I know that was a lot of the reaction I saw from a lot of people is it sucks, but it wasn't surprising, just with a lot of the stuff he was going through. And it does suck, because he was a great drummer, like I said last night on the Scorpions albums, and then I pointed out the Live at Vakken DVD that he was a beast on this set, and it was really great to be able to have so much of his era of the Scorpions that you can still see and listen to, and it's just a shame that what he went through, and it's a shame that we lost him so young.
Dude, he had that fucking John Bonham feel on those Kingdom Come albums, man.
Mm-hmm.
God dang, that guy was a beast. I agree with Al. I like those first two Kingdom Come albums. Yeah, it does sound like a lot of Led Zeppelin, but so does
that Get It On song.
Yeah.
The ballad does too.
The ballad does too, but the whole rest of the album does not really sound like.
No, not at all. I mean, I think they were very much mislabeled.
Yeah, they opened up in the Monsters of Rock tour, and I was surprised how different they sounded from Get It On, and I can't remember the ballad's name. It's actually a good song. I like the ballad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy was an excellent drummer. I mean, he was what Macaulay Schenker.
Mm-hmm.
He
was in a couple different groups. He played with Janie Lane.
He did. He was in that Sex Tips from a Rockstar book too. I think he contributed something like that to it.
Oh, wow.
And I heard he was in a band called Crunk. I never heard of it or if it's any good or not, so I couldn't tell you about that. But talent-wise, the guy had everything. And like Joseph said, man, chemical abuse on the body. I mean, whether you have 45, 50 days in rehab, still the abuse on the body, it doesn't surprise me at all that it happened, unfortunately. So it's sad. So.
Andy.
Yeah, when it came to his music, I really didn't know him by name. But now that everyone's mentioning these albums that he was on, which I'm familiar with, I just didn't know that he was the drummer in them. So I really don't have that much to say, except that I'm saddened when people lose their lives because they can't kick a habit or they get this disease of either any kind of addiction, and that it takes their life. It really is sad.
I was sad when Scorpions fired him. I thought, didn't he get better? Isn't he better? And I'm like, oh, that sucks. But then they brought Mickey D in. I go, oh, I can't complain about Mickey
D. Can't argue with that.
I wasn't going to bring this up, but he's a very, mega right wing. Maybe he said something the band didn't agree with. He said a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah,
that were controversial stuff. Let's just not say bad stuff. So I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it as well. So you never know.
And he was married to Tommy Lee's sister, so
that's true.
You know what?
Yeah, Mark Dolly brought that up, right? Or who brought that up? Mark Dolly, man, Mr. Fax. He's pissed off at the Sync Army right now, but
yeah, I saw that.
All right, man. So then we get to Britney Spears shoots down album rumors and vows never to return to the music industry. Come on, we gotta get.
Ooh, look at me! I gotta get in the headlines. We gotta get the girl. We gotta do something for the girls, man. Britney Spears, Andy. I'm gonna go with you first because you laughed at that.
Yeah. And in fact, I take back that laugh. It's pretty fucked up what her parents or her family did to her. They pretty much ruined her life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go back into the music business either, when pretty much the music business is nothing but bad memories for her, and her being a cash cow for her father and her mother and her sister. So because she was abused so many different ways by her own family for money and for gain. I would want to leave the business too. But she said that she's been a ghostwriter, which I don't believe. But
she writes.
Yeah.
Yes, she said that she's been a ghostwriter for many songs. I've never known for her to write her own songs to begin with.
Please don't do any more songs with Elton John. Don't ruin any more of his songs, please.
Yeah, man, her covers were horrible. Every cover she ever made wasn't even good. But it's fucked up what her family did to her.
True.
And that's not right, man. You know, I mean, to the point that her father, they had a procedure where they inserted something in her where prevented her from having any more children. So she can't have children anymore because of a surgery that her father had provided for her when she had no knowledge of what they were doing, so that she won't get pregnant again, and so that she keep on performing and bringing in money. So,
I don't even think. I don't even think she has custody of her kids now. I think Federline has them, doesn't he?
Most of the time, Federline.
Federline. Family Guy. Okay, there you go.
And her family never even try to help her in any way.
No.
Just as long as them chicks were coming in, they didn't give a shit.
You know what? The caveman male dog in me wants her to keep making TikTok videos though and Instagram videos, but that's just me talking.
You and Bushy love the. You know what?
Tell me she don't look good in them. What do you disagree with them?
Dude, I subscribed to her when I first got a printer. I printed out that Rolling Stone cover with her on it because she was hot. She was like leaning over like on the seat. I was like, damn, yeah, she's hot. But you have any thoughts on this?
Very beautiful.
You have any thoughts on this, Joseph?
I mean, Andy pretty much said everything. I think it sucks that everything that she went through, but I mean, does anybody really care if she releases new music or not in 2024? I don't think anybody really cares. The world's moved on to better things. The world's moved on to different things. Pop music's not the same as it was when she was popular, and I don't really think anybody out there is saying, you know what the world really needs in 2024? A new Britney album. Nobody's saying.
Well, shit, those Backstreet Boys are selling out concerts and shit.
Yeah, but that's a different audience.
Yeah, that's different. That's Vegas.
That's girls. That's girls going. Boys.
Yeah, that's soccer moms.
Same thing with New Kids on My Cock, right? Yeah, they're just sitting there selling out.
Yeah, Britney was treated bad, but I don't feel 100% bad for her. I mean, she still is in her 10-bedroom mansion. She goes to Antigua every couple of weeks, Turks and Caicos. Her life isn't that bad, so I don't feel horrible for her.
So I got with that, but let's get to what are we doing tonight, Jerry?
We're actually doing an album battle of two really greatest hits albums. I don't think we've ever done a greatest hits album battle, have we?
No.
Nope.
So this is kind of interesting. We're going to do Bad Company's 10 from 6 and the Eagles' greatest hits from 1971 to 75. I mean, two chock full of fucking great songs. Both have 10 songs on them. So this is going to be fun to talk about, man. It's going to be interesting what people say about it.
I got that one, but I don't have the 10 from 6. I put Running with the Pack up.
Yeah, I don't have 10. I don't have 10 from 6 on vinyl, but I do have it on CD.
I got it on cassette. The 10 for 6.
I when I was looking for the song by Robert Palmer, "Bad Case of Loving You," I thought that was Bad Company back then, and I bought 10 from 6. Where's that song at? And years later, I found that was Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
Because he had kind of a Paul Rogers type voice on that song.
Sure, I can see that.
Yeah, I thought it was. Well,
when I was a kid, I used to get Robert Palmer and Robert Plant backwards.
That
was 10. Give me a break.
It says 10 from 6, but I don't think one album, it doesn't represent one of their albums on there at all.
Right. No, it's one of them's doesn't have any songs on it.
Yeah, it's that one album that I reviewed with Lee. I think I forgot what it was, but it didn't have any good songs on it.
It wasn't Rough
Diamonds, I think.
Rough Diamonds, yeah.
Rough Diamonds, yeah, that's a horrible album.
Well, Rough Diamonds got Electric Land on 10 from 6.
Oh, it does. Maybe it's another album.
Well, then it's a different one. I think it's the one. It's the one before. It's the one before. It's the one between Run with the Pack and the album with Rock and Roll Fantasy on it.
Is it Desolation Angels?
Oh, Desolation
Angels.
Angels.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's got Rock and Roll Fantasy.
It's the one before that, I think.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay.
I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't think of it because I love Bad Company.
Burning Sky.
I can't think of the Burning Sky.
It's the one between Run with the Pack and Desolation Angels.
Dude, Burning Sky has Seagull and Burning Sky. That album rules, man.
Mm-hmm.
God dang, they didn't even put Seagull on there. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, but it wasn't really, one of their, radio friendly hits. I guess I don't know what you'd call.
What song are you talking about, Mark?
Seagull.
That's not on the track listing for that album.
I thought it was on Burning Sky. No,
it's not.
Oh, it's on Running with the Pack or something. But the song Burning Sky is one of the best songs ever by them. The sky is burning. They're karaoke. There you go.
Yeah, but it's 10 songs, mostly focusing on the first couple albums. So.
Yeah. Oh wow, the Holy Water is just on my TV right now.
Holy Water rules. But let's get into this, Jerry. So
you go first.
I guess I'll just I got it written down here. I'm just gonna start with I'm gonna go in a circle so I don't forget people. I'm gonna start with Andy, me, Joseph, and you last, Jerry.
Well, I think you got a different circle than I do on the screen. That's for sure.
I guess so, yeah.
Me too.
Weird.
I got you in the top left-hand corner, me next to you, Andy underneath you, and Joseph underneath me.
It's probably mirrored, but it's weird. But,
on mine, Jerry and me are flipped from what Jerry's seen.
It's probably when you guys came in on mine,
mm-hmm.
or when you guys came in on yours. So we start with the first track, which is Take It Easy versus Can't Get Enough, Andy.
Going with Take It Easy. One of their premier greatest song, period. They came out on their debut album. And I'm a big Eagles fan. Also Bad Company. This would be different if we were doing a proper album against a proper album, it'd be a different outcome. But we're doing greatest hits between these two albums. I'm gonna lean one way, but I'm gonna start off with the Eagles taking this one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna agree with you, Andy. Take It Easy. It's just like I've been rolling down the road trying to loosen my load.
It was co-written by
Winslow, Arizona memes everywhere, standing on a corner. Jackson Brown co-wrote that with him, and he said that Glenn Frey came up with that one lyric.
Glenn Frey.
Right? Glenn Frey. What they call him, Frey or Fry?
Who calls him Frey?
Never heard Frey.
Glenn Frey. Glenn Frey or whatever. He came up with that thing with rolling down the road, or something like that. And Jackson Brown said he was such a genius, and he was, because Don Henley was in the band, he was overlooked. So, but Don Henley's solo albums are a lot better than Glenn Frey's albums.
A whole lot better.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree.
So, Joseph, where are you going on this one?
Definitely going with the Eagles. What a great introduction for their entire discography. It's the opening track on their first album. And I believe Can't Get Enough. Was that the beginning of Bad Company's discography as well?
Yeah, from the first album.
Opening tracks against each other here.
Yeah.
Definitely going with Take It Easy. Just one of the all-time great feel-good songs. It's a great road song. Just every time. Right from that opening acoustic riff. It's a great track, and I like Can't Get Enough. It's not one of my favorite Bad Company songs, but I'm definitely going with Take It Easy on this one.
Jerry.
I love Can't Get Enough. I mean, that's been their opener for as long as I can remember. I've seen them 3 times, and they always open with that song. But yeah, I got to go with Take It Easy. I love the harmonies. Eagles are one of the best harmony bands ever. I consider them, Little River Band, as the 2 best in my opinion as far as harmonies. Yeah, I just love Take It Easy. I love Glenn Frey's voice on that song. I love acoustic music, so I definitely have to go with Take It Easy on this one, both from their debut albums. So
Take It Easy flows though. Just the way the song flows. It's so fucking great.
Well, Can't Get Enough's got that dance shuffle feel to it. So they both have different effects, but they're both good songs. I don't think there's a bad song on either one of these we're going to be doing.
No.
So
no, there's not.
I love Can't Get Enough too.
Yeah.
And then we go to track number 2, Witchy Woman versus Feel Like Making Love, Andy.
This time I'm going to go Bad Company on this one. I am going to go with Feel Like Making Love on this over Witchy Woman. Witchy Woman's all right. I really do love the extended guitar solo on that track. It's really good. Witchy Woman. little sign for there. Oh, Witchy. But yeah, I'm going to go with Feel Like Making Love by Bad Company on that one.
Well, this is a tough one for me because I love Witchy Woman. I love Feel Like Making Love. I love Bull Song so much, but God, you got the way Don Henley sing. I've been running from the devil, daughter of the devil himself. The lyrics of that song, and I love Can't Get Enough. Dun, dun. Yeah, well, that's Feel Like Making Love. My bad. Feel Like Making Love. I'm there. Dun, 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 that fucking break, but I gotta go with Witchy Woman on this one. I just fucking love Don Henley's voice on there. I love the fucking riffs on that song more than Feel Like Me. I'm a little burned out. I Feel Like Making Love, to tell you the truth.
I think you got the lyrics messed up on that.
I went back to Feel Like Making Love.
No, but I think
I did on Witchy Woman.
Yeah, because that's One of These Nights.
That's One of These Nights. Yeah. But Witchy Woman's Witchy Woman. Yeah. She's got the moon in her eye. Yeah, I kind of fucked it up. I was going to correct it, but you corrected me before I corrected myself.
I wasn't trying to correct you. All
right. Well, yeah. So there you go, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, another two great tracks. Witchy Woman, this great creepy vibe to it. And like you mentioned, the guitar solo is great, and the vocals with the part in the middle. Great.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Great song. Feel Like Making Love is one of my favorite Bad Company songs, and I'm gonna have to go with that one. I think from what you guys said, the riff in that, like when it kicks in, great track. Another two great tracks, but I'm definitely gonna have to go with Bad Company on this.
Yeah, one. Mick Rouse is an underrated guitar player, and people need to recognize. Yeah. All right, Jerry. Deciding vote here.
Yeah, two great songs, but Feel Like Making Love was one of my favorite songs of all time. And talking about underrated again is the bass work of Boz Burrell, man.
Oh,
that guy has some sweet bass lines. I love his bass work in this song. I love the opening riff on the acoustic. I love Feel Like Making Love, but I love Witchy Woman too. But Feel Like Making Love was one of my favorite songs, and I can't go against that. So picking that one. So that Great Shooter, man. What an album that is, dude. Shit,
that's a great album. Yeah. Feel Like Making Love wins that round. The first round was 4-0 by the Eagles. So now we get to track 3, which is Lying Eyes versus Run with the Pack. Andy.
No competition on this one, man. Lying Eyes, hands down. I love the story that's been told, about a woman who falls in who's with this older guy, all because he's got money. The second verse, she goes back to the one that she really loves, someone she knew back in school, because he makes her feel the way she used to feel. And then and then she promises that she'll come back forever and leaves him with a smile. Come on, Lying Eyes. I remember I sang that once at karaoke, and then I remember saying, fuck, this song is so long.
Oh, yeah. It's like
it grabs you, though. It pulls you in, though.
It's a great storyteller. Storyteller. And Glenn Frey was just his voice was just so great.
Yeah, that great country southern rock flow to his voice was pretty awesome. Man.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, I gotta go against you on this one. I love Lying Eyes. I love the harmonies on the song. It's such a fucking, like we said, there's not one bad song on this album. But Running with the Pack has that fucking piano. You never give me a mind. Fucking Running with the Pack. It slows down. Paul Rogers' voice is just fucking, and at the end, he's just fucking going off. I'm going with Run with the Pack. Joseph.
No contest. None whatsoever. Lying Eyes. By far. One of the greatest songs ever written. The harmonies on the chorus are some of the best harmonies they ever did. It's just, it's amazing. And like Andy said, the story throughout the lyrics is just the Eagles in general had a great track record when it came to writing great lyrics. This is one of the great examples. I mean, a couple songs that are on their second greatest album, I mean, Hotel California, everyone knows how great the lyrics are in that, and something like New Kid in Town, just some great lyrics throughout their career. One thing I want to shout out real quick is one of my favorite versions of Lion Eyes is on this great DVD that they did about 20 years ago, the Farewell One Tour live in Melbourne. What a great concert this is. This is a phenomenal concert. They play like 30 songs. It's a great show. They throw in some solo stuff, so they throw in some Don Henley and Glenn Frey solo stuff. And I think they play a couple Joe Walsh. They play some.
They've always done Joe Walsh.
They play Funk 49 and they play Rocky Mountain Way. Yeah. So it's a great mix of everything. But the version of Lion Eyes on this is really good. So if anyone doesn't know this concert, definitely check this one out.
Yeah, I saw the Hell Freezes Over tour when they came back together, and oh my God, it was so great to hear Don Henley, because like I said last night, I'm such a big fan of the End of the Innocence album. Everybody knows.
I saw that tour.
Yeah,
Irvine Meadows Amphitheater.
But I remember being a kid, and my mom had the Eagles Live 80.
That's a great album.
Yeah, and I used to jam that on 8-track, and now I've got my own vinyl of it, and dude, it's got the most gorgeous ballad of Saturday Night on there. And
Seven Bridges Road, dude.
Seven Bridges Road.
Yeah, Seven Bridges Road.
That's so good. But man, whatever happened to Saturday Night, which is off of Desperado, another great album.
Oh fuck
yeah. Yeah,
I love another one that I don't think gets enough love is Old 55. I love.
I love that.
I tell you what, fucking
went lickety splitly.
What's his fucking face does a great job with them.
That's my favorite Eagles album.
Country guy
On the Border.
The country guy. What's his name? Is with.
You're talking about
Vince Gill.
Vince Gill. He fucking sings that song live, and he sounds awesome doing that song.
My favorite Eagles album is On the Border.
Great album.
Fucking great album right there.
James Dean.
I love fucking James Dean. That fucking lead.
Sometimes their deep tracks will get weird.
Oh yeah.
But I even like Midnight Rider, and that's bluegrass. Yeah. I hate fucking bluegrass. God damn, I like that song.
Disco Strangler on Lawn. That's a weird track.
Oh, yeah. Jerry, your deciding vote again.
Yeah, I agree with Andy and Joseph.
Yeah, of course.
Lion Eyes, man, what a fucking incredible! I love Running with the Bag. Don't get me wrong, but man, you can't hide when it gets into those harmonies and that chorus, man. It's just amazing song. And Andy mentioned the story behind it, man. Just fucking pulls you in. Glenn Frey again with that Southern rock country voice, fucking just nails it, dude. So yeah, that one was pretty easy for me.
I'm just wondering where you guys are going to go on this one, because this is a pretty tough one. To me, it's a pretty tough one. You got Already Gone versus Shooting Star, Andy.
To me, I love the Shooting Star, and it is going to beat Shooting Star. Why? Once again, because of the story.
I was going to say, if you didn't pick it, I was going to, what?
It's amazing. Shooting Star, Mama, I'm about to, I'm leaving to make the big time at last. Oh man, it's just, that's everybody. They say bye to their mom. They're going to go out to the world, regardless of what their occupation is going to be. You still leave home. You're still going to go and try and make it without striking out. And unfortunately, he the storyline tells the pratfalls of so many rock stars of pills and alcohol, So, he was like, what did they say? He was 12 years old when he heard his first Beatles song.
Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song.
Yeah, Love Me Do, didn't take him long.
Yep. So Shooting Star, man, easily. It's a great song.
I'm just wondering if Warner picked up on that vibe for a Jukebox Hero. Kind of the same kind of storyline a little bit.
Kind of.
Here Beatles, this guy heard one guitar, so.
Well, he didn't die, like he did in Shooting Star.
That's true. But I go for mine, man. You got Already Gone, because I'm already gone.
Great song.
Feeling strong. I will sing this victory song. Woohoo! Woohoo! But fucking
Okay,
Shooting Star.
We got it. We got it.
But Shooting Star, I'm just whatever. Mark karaoke sucks. I know that. Just watch my Iron Maiden karaoke. But Already Gone is a fucking great song, but Shooting Star has a fucking story. So does Already Gone. Already Gone. He's talking about leaving this bitch. So
you're gonna eat your lunch all by yourself.
Yeah. I'm going with Shooting Star. Joseph.
You know what? Already Gone's an amazing song, but it's not Shooting Star.
No.
One of the best Bad Company songs. I mean, Paul Rogers sounds amazing on this track. It's one of my favorite vocals from him. And like you guys said, the story. Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. I mean, everybody can relate to that. Like you have that moment in your childhood where you really hear music for the first time. And I mean, what kid doesn't have dreams of becoming a rock star? Like
I still do.
I still do. I was gonna say, I still play air guitar every now and then.
Exactly. Yeah. Like who when they really hear music for the first time doesn't have that experience, and it's just so relatable. And the lyrics throughout it tells that story, like you guys said, of sometimes fame isn't everything it cracks up to be. And I think it's a great track. I'm definitely have to go with that one.
Jerry.
Okay, what do Hey Jude, Loving Touch, and Squeeze, and the Shooting Star all have in common?
I don't know.
Nanas?
It makes the song awesome. Yes, nanas, man. Nanas rules. Especially in the 70s, man. They couldn't do no wrong if you had nanas to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, man, Shooting Star, we've all had dreams about that. I mean, I'm sure we've all been sitting on the toilet pretending we've been being interviewed by Hip Parader or something.
Oh my God! Did you watch me?
I think that might just be you, Jerry.
Well, I'll just say
I just played a broom on a guitar, jumping off my bed like I was a rock star. Yeah,
that consumes my every day.
I never thought about sitting on a toilet and getting interviewed by somebody. That's pretty nasty.
What is it? What are we, Keith Richards?
Were you doing coke on a mirror too?
Yeah, On the Border was probably my favorite Eagles album. And
right on, Jerry.
But fucking A, dude. I mean, Shooting Star is such a great fucking song, dude. I mean, there's not even close again, in my opinion, even though they're both great songs, but Shooting Star by a wide margin. So,
oh my God. It's like 4-4 right now.
This may be a 5-5 on everybody.
This is
I don't know.
4-4 going on this album so far.
You mean 2-2?
Well, I'm just going for the songs 4-1 and 4-1. It's 8-8 right now. How about that? 8-8. So then we get to the next song, Desperado versus Moving On, Andy.
Don't you draw the Queen of Diamonds, boy, because she'll beat you if she's able. The Queen of Hearts is always
your best bet.
And it's so
fucking
true.
Legendary. Fucking legendary.
So true. Desperado. Easily. You always want the ones you can't get. Oh, and it's sung by Henley. I know that it's been done so many times, but no.
Yeah.
I love Linda Ronstadt's, but it's not the same when Don is doing it. Don might be an asshole in person. I don't give a shit. That dude can really tell a tale.
Dude, I mean, I don't know if there's a better lyricist out there than Don Henley. I mean, I really don't. I'm, off my head, I really can't think of one. But
Lennon McCartney.
No, I think Don Henley's a much better writer lyrically.
Yeah. Tom Petty?
Absolutely, yes.
And
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about that.
I do like Don
Henley. I think Tom Petty tells better stories than Don Henley.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we each have our own opinions.
We should do a Tom Petty.
And your opinion is wrong, Mark.
I love them both.
That's fine.
I love them both.
That's fine. So we get to you, Andy.
It's yours, Mark.
Oh, it's me. Oh, yeah. Andy already picked us. So Desperado, you better come from your fences. Come on. Moving on. He's talking about touring and stuff. Yeah, it's a fucking great rocket song. But Desperado, you're like just sitting there thinking of cowboys and fucking guns and the planes and fucking drinking fucking shots of whiskey. It's like, this could be a fucking movie, this fucking song. Of course I'm picking Desperado. I'm not nuts.
The album cover alone is fantastic.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Don freaking Henley. That's it. I mean, when he comes in on that song after the piano intro with those first lyrics, his voice. Yeah, with the little crack in his voice. Oh God. So amazing. And I'm a little biased as a wrestling fan. Every time I think of this song, I think of Terry Funk. Just a great lone cowboy, lone desperado, using this song as his theme song, and it's such an amazing song. It's one of my favorite Eagles songs. It's just so emotional, and it's just Don Henley just delivers this absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
Jerry.
The Eagles might be do the songs better live than they do in the studio. They're that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Desperado by, a fucking long shot, dude. I mean, that fucking album rules. I mean, I like Moving On too. I mean, that's not their debut, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song. It is,
but
a good song.
Yeah, it's kind of not fair to put it next to Desperado though. There's nothing bad about that song from beginning to end. I mean, the very end where he goes, "You better let somebody love you." And then they all come in and repeat that. I mean, before it's too late. He holds that fucking note at the end. I mean, dude.
And the piano.
Yeah.
Oh,
Desperado.
man.
I think that's Glenn Fry on that piano. I'm sure.
I think it is.
It
yeah.
is. Yeah. Fucking A, dude. Yeah. I mean, Desperado.
All right, man. Then we flip this bitch over to side 2.
Flip it.
And then we get to One of These Nights versus Bad Company, Andy.
I was driving to work this morning. Like I was telling Mark that I had made a little playlist and I put these back to back. And I was hearing it this morning while I was getting ready for work when I was driving. And after One of These Nights finished, I said, "Don't let it be Bad Company. Don't let it be Bad Company." Damn it. Which way am I going to go? But man, I get a euphoric feeling when I'm singing One of These Nights. Towards the end, one of these nights, and and is just going at it, and I've been looking for the daughter of the devil himself.
Yeah, I said that earlier on accident.
For an angel in white, I've been looking for a woman who's a little of both.
Hey Andy, see, I was so excited about One of These Nights, I sang the lyrics way ahead of time. So, there you go.
And Don Henley just goes, I mean, he hits highs that he never hit again. He uses the voice he never uses again. I've never heard him again like I do on One of These Nights. And Bad Company. And yes, I'm picking Eagles and I'm falling all over these Eagles songs. But man, Bad Company, I was thinking about it too. Bad Company brings the energy and the edge, and Bad Company is a really good band, but man, I'm gonna have to go with One of These Nights. One of these nights. Yeah.
All right. So then, of course, because I sang it earlier, I already gave away my tell. I gave you my tell. One of These Nights. I love Bad Company, and I get it, Andy. Bad Company's just a fucking amazing. Bad Company till the day I die. Bad Company. Fucking great fucking vocals by Paul Rodgers, but One of These Nights is another thing. You're just thinking, like, you're looking at this fucking like thoughts in your head, like you're imagining like a story just coming to life, is swirling around. Think of the imagery that Don Henley is singing to you. Come on, I got to go with One of These Nights. Joseph.
This is probably the toughest battle so far. 2 amazing songs. Bad Company is an absolute classic. It's their signature track. It's such a great track. But One of These Nights, I mean, right from the beginning, freaking Randy Meisner's bass intro, just boom, 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 amazing. And then it's a different side of Don Henley than you hear on Desperado. It's really interesting. They closed side one with that, and they opened side two with this because it's two very different sides of him and his voice. And you have Desperado where he's this amazing emotional singing, and then this one where it's a more straight ahead rocker, and he's really doing it. And it's like Andy said, hitting those high notes, hitting like Bee Gees notes. Like it's just such a great track, and it's such a fun track too. And I'm
definitely track. You could dance to it.
Yeah, it has such a groove to it.
Yeah,
and I'm definitely going with one of these.
It's got some funk in it, man.
Great track. Oh yeah, that bass line. That's a funky bass line.
Jerry, man.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, One of These Nights. It's a great song, but I'm going to be go the opposite way. I love the song Bad Company. Dude, that song fucking rules, man. It's a song I never get tired of. To me, that song reminds me the same on the lines of Desperado in a way, or not Desperado, but yeah, I mean about being the cowboy. You know what I mean? Kind of has that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, being the outcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a great story told by Paul Rogers. Great lyrics. I mean, the whole debut album just fucking rules, and I just like Bad Company, the song, a little bit more than One of These Nights, and I love One of These Nights. Don Felder's guitar is fucking amazing sounding on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So but I think it was Bad Company on this one.
All right, and we get to track 7, Tequila Sunrise versus Rock and Roll Fantasy. Andy,
I wonder what came first, the drink Tequila Sunrise or the song.
I don't
know.
Probably the song.
Right? I would think so too.
Probably the song.
It's another Tequila Sunrise staring down at the sun. I love the that line where she goes, and she's out running around. Oh, I love it.
Hey, they made a movie. They made a movie of this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that is? Really? Is that
they made a movie with Tequila Sunrise? It's Meg Tilly. She's in there, Jennifer's sister.
Man.
Yeah,
Meg Tilly.
Right.
Meg Tilly. Mm-hmm. No, Jennifer Tilly's the big one.
Oh, Jennifer is the big one.
Meg's
great poker player. Great poker
Meg's
player, by
the
the
one
way.
that was in Agnes of God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever seen that movie, which is
Andy with some movie knowledge here.
Yeah, you mentioned Jennifer Tilly. She's a professional poker player. I just couldn't imagine myself sitting next to her with her shirt halfway unbuttoned, trying to concentrate.
Right at Chucky
with her frontal protuberances.
Hey, I first saw her. I first saw her in the movie Moving Violations with Bill Murray's brother.
Yeah,
that's a fucking good movie. She's hot.
That's
and then Bride of
she's
Chucky,
great, and she's a great actress too.
She is Bride of Chucky, man. There you go.
And she's also in Family Guy.
Yeah.
She has that cutesy voice too. I like too.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's sexy. She's in the Chucky series right now. So
yeah.
I need to watch season 2. My wife keeps
the last one. I like that show. The last episode I watched was the one where he killed Liv Morgan. That's the last one I watched.
Hey, was that season 2?
Yeah,
I think so.
Don't ruin that for me. Watch it.
It's like a fantasy scene where he kills a wrestler on a talk show.
Show,
yeah. No, but here's one thing I'll give Jennifer Tilly credit. She really gave when she got cast in Bride of Chucky 25 years ago. Ever since, she's really given her all to that series. Like she really got into it with all the different movies, and then now with the Chucky series as well. You know what? For a schlocky slasher movie, she really gave her all to that series.
Yeah, and it suits her well. It really does.
Yeah, it's not a lame, what do you call it? The whole grouping of it, lame,
campy.
The whole thing. The whole thing is good.
The Chucky movie,
good movies.
The Chucky
franchise. Thank you.
The Chucky movies got better.
Yeah,
actually, it wasn't like Nightmare got campy and stupid, and Friday the 13th just fucking making fun of itself. Every fucking Jason in space. Oh God, come on!
Well, it's like Creepshow. Creepshow, half of the stories are good, half of them are kind of boring, but the ones that are good are really fucking good, though. So that's
Tales from the Crypt, man. There you go.
Tales from the Crypt was pretty awesome. Yeah.
We got way off. That first Creepshow movie is just. I think that's amazing.
Ted Danson, dude, and fucking Steven Spielberg,
Leslie Nielsen.
What's that guy?
Stephen King.
Stephen King shoots himself. He turns into that plant.
Meteor shit.
Meteor shit. Like
the bugs at the end when he's in his like isolation chamber.
Cockroaches.
Roaches. Oh, gross.
All right, so let me.
Andy still didn't pick. Andy still didn't pick.
Didn't Andy already pick Tequila Sunrise?
No.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about Tequila Sunrise.
Oh, we interrupted him about Chucky and Meg Tilly.
Well, we'll just go until he gets back. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next. I'm gonna pick Tequila Sunrise. I do love Rock and Roll Fantasy, but Tequila Sunrise is just like you just want to sit there at a sunset, just fucking down some alcohol, looking at the water and the beach. I bet you do that in Florida, listening to that song, right, Jerry? Off your balcony.
I'm not in Florida.
Huh?
I'm not in Florida.
When you go to Florida, don't you sit there?
Oh yeah, I can
cocktail.
Every time I hear that song, I'm gonna drink a good cocktail.
That's what I'm saying. That song makes you want to fucking get wasted, right? And fucking just like chill. It's a fucking great song. I'm picking Tequila Sunrise. Joseph.
This is probably the toughest battle of the whole thing for me because Tequila Sunrise is such an amazing, just classic, laid back beach song. Like you said, just want to sit back, have a drink, and enjoy just some good company and listen to some great music. Rock and Roll Fantasy is my favorite Bad Company song.
Oh,
I gotta go with that. It's just such an amazing track right from the beginning. That intro. Boom.
What did you go with, Mark?
Huh?
Oh, what did you go with?
I went with Tequila Sunrise. Did you go with Tequila Sunrise, Andy?
Oh yeah. I think I sang the whole thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going with Rock and Roll Fantasy. But like I said, this is definitely the hardest pick for me.
Jerry, again, the tiebreaker or the tie.
I love Tequila Sunrise, but I got so many great movie memories tied to Rock and Roll Fantasy. I can't go against that song. So I even like the electric drums or whatever they're using for that thing. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know what that is, but I got so many great memories with the girl with that song. So gotta pick that one. Who hasn't had the Rock and Roll Fantasies? I sit on the toilet and pretend that I'm getting interviewed. So
I hope you have.
I'm with you this again. I see.
Hey, if I said I was sitting on Jerry, if I said I was sitting on the toilet, dude, that I get more shit than you would.
Well, yeah, because Jerry's a rock star.
I'm a wannabe. Yeah. Well,
I'm talking about when I was a kid, dude. When I was a kid, man. Jeez.
I just had dreams of playing guitar.
I believed in Santa Claus. I believed in Santa Claus at one time too. You hold that against me?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But
I believed in Santa Claus one time.
Don't ruin Joseph's thing.
What? Santa
Claus?
I get you.
You fucked it up, Jerry. What an asshole.
Mommy.
The Easter Bunny's not real either.
You can't fool me on that one.
Wait, then who gave me this Megadeth Funko Pop this year?
Your mom.
Correct. This is for Scribble. I hate Megadeth, and this is what I got for Easter this year.
Scribble's probably going to write some comments. That guy's
Let's say what?
He is. He always roasts me for hating Megadeth.
Yeah.
So that's 2-2 on Rock and Roll Fantasy.
That's 2-2, man. It's but the Eagles are leading 17-11 right now. Yeah. So then we get to the next track, Take It to the Limit versus Electric Land. I think what we're all going to take on this one, but I will be surprised if I'm not right. Andy.
I am going with Electric Land easily.
I'm surprised.
I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
I just wanted you to feel wrong.
Damn, Andy coming in there. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. You know what I thought. So that's fucking cool right there.
I'm going to go with Take It to the Limit. It was one of the first songs I learned by the Eagles and Randy Meisner, and hearing it live a couple of times, with the band there. Take It to the Limit. It's just another great song, man, with great harmonies. It's a classic Eagles track. I mean, you can't go wrong with a classic Eagles track, and that is definitely one of them.
Oh.
So
I have to agree with you because I'm not wrong. I'm half right now, so I don't know what the other two are gonna think. This is just put me on a highway, show me the way. And he goes, take it to the limit one more time. I fucking in the orchestrations in the back. It's just like it reminds me something of the Beatles would do. It's just like a Beatle-esque song. It's just fucking. It's just fucking. I don't know. It's just fucking so good, and it's country-ish, but it isn't. It's like fucking A. I love that song. Joseph.
Randy Meisner for the win. When I was growing up, this was my favorite Eagles song. It's still in my top 3. But such an amazing song. The lyrics are great. Randy Meisner's voice on this one is just great, and it's a shame that having to play this song every night was one of the reasons that he eventually left the Eagles.
The highs.
It's an amazing song. And what I love is the concert DVD I was talking about earlier. The way Glenn Frey introduces this song is hilarious. He says, "I'm going to dedicate this song to my first wife, Plaintiff."
Funny.
So Jerry.
Well, Andy was joking about Electric Land, but I'm not going to joke about that song. Oh. It is way inferior to Take It to the Limit.
Oh, you got me. I was going, oh my God.
I mean, come on, with Randy hitting those highs at the end, dude, there's this fucking amazing. Just Henley sings it live now, right? Am I correct?
Glenn Frey did. And I'm his son might or Vince Gill might, but I'm not sure.
They might have switched. I think they switch off on that. You might be right about that. But yeah, Take It to the Limit, man. I mean, another great song off one of these nights, man. And Randy's voice is just incredible on that. Again, those harmonies. Holy shit, man. There's not too many bands that can do that. And they sound amazing on this one, dude. So Take It to the Limit. Easy.
His voice has just so much personality and soul in that song. It's like you can feel him
alone at the end.
You just feel it. And Paul Rodgers is amazing, but Randy just like knocked it out of the park for me on that.
It's a shame that he didn't sing more.
Yeah, that's true.
He had some solo hits after the Eagles, but not nearly on the level that Glenn and
was
Don
he in Poco? No,
I think so.
He was in Poco.
Yeah,
so was Timothy B. Schmidt too.
They switched. When he left the Eagles, he went to Poco, and right. Timothy Schmidt joined the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering where Randy Meisner left, because I know that he was on Hotel California.
He left after the tour.
Okay.
Like the 76 tour.
Right, because when it went to the long run, Timothy B. Schmidt was there because he sang that great ballad.
I can't tell you why.
I can't tell you why.
We all know it.
Yeah, that was the only of the original studio albums that he was on.
Did you ever
because see the live version of Take It to the Limit that's on Eagles Live was from the Hotel California tour.
Okay.
Andy, have you ever seen the History of the Eagles documentary?
No.
Great documentary.
Great documentary, man.
No, but I feel like I know a lot of it already.
Like Glenn Frey waiting for the show to be over so he can go backstage and beat the shit out of Don Felder, man. Great fucking
love
rock
that
and roll
story.
Stories, man.
Love that story. Literally goes up to him on stage and says, in about half an hour, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
I don't know if y'all watch the show on IFC. It's called Documentary Now.
No.
With Bill, the guy from Saturday Night Live.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, and the other guy on Saturday Night Live, the shorter guy who played a lot of musical instruments.
Rob Schneider? Oh, I
no.
David Spade?
No. They played all the instruments. Oh God, that played.
That one dude, Fred Armisen.
Guy.
Fred Armisen.
Yeah, Fred Armisen.
Yeah, that dude. You ever seen Portlandia? That's a cool show.
Yeah. Well, they had a show called Documentary Now, and it's like a parody, but they had like this like behind the music episode, and where they mixed a bunch of different bands together, and like they showed where they started fighting, and after the big concert, and they started trashing each other's cars, and it was pretty funny. It's a really good show. You should check it out. Really good documentary now.
Oh wow!
I love it. It was so good, and every episode was different. Every episode was a different. They would wear different costumes, and they wrote it, and they directed it, and all that, along with the co-host. Well, not the co-host, but I'm so sorry. I'm kind of bad with names when it comes to TV. But he's got the talk show that comes on after Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, Seth Rogen? No, not Seth.
No,
Seth Meyers.
Seth
Myers. See, I had the Seth right.
Seth Meyers is also like the director and the writer along with them, and it's really good show. It's really good.
Just remember Maya Rudolph playing Beyonce and Fred Armisen playing Prince. Prince wants you to get in the bath. He's like,
yeah, and sometimes you can catch it on
the best parody I ever seen of Prince was Chappelle, man. Charlie Murphy's Memories, dude, that was fucking incredible.
Yeah. No, but Fred Armisen and Maya Rudolph doing Beyonce was funny. The Prince show, and she's doing all the talking for Fred. He's like, he's doing all these weird looks, like.
Yeah, Fred is just a great comedian. I
love Fred, man.
Yeah.
You ever watch Portlandia?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
That's a great show. That's that one girl from that. What's that band?
Is it Veruca Soul?
No, Skater Kinney
Skater Kinney.
Skater Kinney. Yeah, it's funny. And they have Kyle MacLachlan in there as the mayor of Portland. It's fucking hilarious. You ever check Portlandia? It's weird. It's the weirdest show I've ever seen, but I like it. But then we get to your Peaceful, Easy Feeling versus Ready for Love, Andy.
Oh, I'm going to go with Ready for Love on this one. Which I'm kind of, I don't know, because Peaceful, Easy Feeling is really good. I'm going to switch it to Peaceful, Easy Feeling. I get this feeling I may never see you again. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Yes.
Right. Well, I love Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
I like the way you're sparkling.
But you hear fucking rolling down this rocky road. The way Paul is just singing that song, and then he goes, "I'm ready for love. Oh baby, I'm ready." His fucking emotion in that song just fucking grabs me. I'm taking Bad Company on this one. I love Peaceful, Easy Feeling. Paul's vocals are just so phenomenal on fucking Ready for Love. I can't go against it. Joseph.
No contest. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend.
Well, you're getting extras tonight, man.
Yeah, it's just about Mark. You guys are lucky tonight because I suck.
You're getting live karaoke here.
I see a boy band possibility.
God, no!
I don't know about boy band.
I quit.
An old man band and a young guy. Yeah, we'll call it 3 old guys and a young guy.
I can't believe he's 24. He knows more shit than I know.
He'd be the Justin Timberlake of the guitar.
Damn.
I'd be the AJ Fatone.
You just mixed 2 of them up.
I'd be Lance.
Same fucking thing. I don't know, dude.
I would be Lance Bass of fucking NSYNC.
Yeah. No, Fatone's in NSYNC.
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone.
Okay.
AJ Fatone.
Oh, yeah, AJ McLean.
AJ McLean.
I did, didn't I?
But yeah, no.
I'm proud that I messed that one up. So
I'm a little ashamed that I knew that. I've never listened to an NSYNC CD in my life.
However, speaking of Saturday Night Live and the Dick in the Box with Justin Timberlake, was fucking awesome. Who was the other guy? Was that Seth Meyers or was that
no?
That was Andy Samberg.
It was Andy Samberg.
Right.
Dude, I'm on a boat, bitch. I got my flippy floppies. I'm gonna pick you, and T-Pain. And
it's fucking awesome.
And
he's actually a funny dude. Justin Timberlake's actually kind of a funny dude, man.
I love Andy Samberg. That's my boy.
Andy Samberg is great.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine was a great show.
Oh God,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and that movie he made. Remember that movie he made about a daredevil?
Oh yeah, I like that movie.
That's good. Yeah, it's funny. And then the one when is that the same one where Adam Sandler plays his dad?
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's where Vanilla Ice is in there, and Adam Sandler goes, "Let me borrow some money, Ice." He goes, "Man, Queen took all my. Don't you have all that Queen money?" No, Queen stole all that, man. Remember that line? He's like,
that's Rich. Him saying that Queen stole the money.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, you're the tiebreaker again, or the winner.
Fucking peaceful, easy feeling. Fucking great tune. But I love Radio for Love. I actually caught Howard Leese's guitar pick playing that song. So another attached memory to that. Howard Leese, he was with Heart. He plays. I don't think Mick's in the band. I think it's just Howard Leese.
No, Mick is sick, dude. Paul Rogers talked about him on the Eddie Trunk show. Paul Rogers has a new good solo album. I can't remember it now, but I have.
Yeah, Howard's been like the healthy one to play behind Mick being sick all this year. That's why they brought him in. But I caught his guitar pick during that song on second row, man. It's a great show, and I like Ready for Love. I'm taking that one.
I got a Brad Gillis guitar pick somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. I got Ace Frehley in here somewhere too. So that's 2-2 on that one, but it's already been decided, and I'll tell you when it was decided. But this has been a blowout so far. So then we get to the last track, Best of My Love versus Live for the Music, Andy.
Kali, I sound like I'm just a big Eagles guy, but Best of My Love. How can you not? I mean,
here in my heart, man.
Best of My Love. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with that. Again, another solid track by them. And while we were going through these songs, I know I'll probably get shot down for this. I love the vocals on Bad Company. Great performances. Great performance by him. But when the Eagles sing, they do it with so much feel. Their voices may not be as good, but man, the want, the need, just everything, it's just there. It's the personality of the voice that is just takes me away.
And that's every vocalist they've ever had in the Eagles. Has always had an amazing personality in like singing. I mean, even when Joe Walsh joined, and he's not the greatest technical singer, but you listen to something like In the City, and his voice is just so good in emoting and giving that kind of like.
Well, you guys talk about Don Henley having the best solo albums.
Yeah, Don Henley.
Joe Walsh has the best solo albums to me.
No, Don Henley.
No.
No.
I love Life's Been Good, but no.
How many? Okay, name James Gang.
Yeah.
If I can, the album with Life's Been Good to Me, the station.
Yeah, but seriously,
that's a great fucking. I think that
rivals. That's it though. But
the thing is, Don Henley used a lot of electronics on his albums, though.
Okay, it's better albums.
Yeah, it was 80s.
Yeah,
it was 80s.
But Analog Man was better than that fucking Cass Country that fucking Don Henley put out.
Well, yeah.
They sure do a lot of Don. They sure do a lot of Don Henley songs live. They always have. So,
well, they
one or two Joe Walsh's songs.
But you look at Don Henley's greatest hit CD. That's another amazing greatest hit CD.
Yeah.
Garden of Allah is my favorite song by Don Henley. Stan
really?
Lynch.
That's one of his lamest ones.
I love Garden of Allah, dude. I like the fucking groove to it. Stan Lynch co-wrote it with him.
Dirty Laundry, great track.
Oh man, so true, so true.
All right, so
I wanted to say that Pretty Maids All in a Row.
That's a great track.
When they
there, how are you?
Intro, you're like, what's going on here? And then just hi there, how are you? And he's got that voice, it's that again, it's that personality. I'm not taking anything away from Paul Rogers, just a Paul Rogers is a power voice. It's a great performance, but it's just the feel that the Eagles have. It's just different.
And another band that everybody sings, except for Don Felder. Thank God, because I saw Don Felder live, and he can't sing. He tries to sing.
I saw him open for Styx and Ario. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, horrible. I did too. Yeah, he was a good show though, but the vocals weren't that great.
What songs did he sing?
All of them.
No, I mean he didn't sing any songs on the studio album. He sang it.
No, he did it in the. He did Hotel California. It was kind of bad.
No, he sung that. He sung Witchy Woman. He sang.
We're talking about Don Felder live.
Yeah, Don Felder.
Yeah, he sang Hotel California and stuff.
Yeah, Hotel California too. Yeah.
Oh, so he did sing Eagles songs.
Yes,
then.
he did.
He sung nothing but Eagles songs.
Eagles songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What else? What else does he have?
He played one new. He played one new song. I didn't even know what it was.
Because I wasn't sure if he had those rights to sing those songs. Because
I think he participated. He wrote Hotel California, part of it anyway. So
yeah, but there's such a bad blood between him and.
The bad blood was between Glenn Fry and him.
Right.
I'm surprised they didn't bring him back.
That's what I'm thinking. Why couldn't they bring him back now? I don't know.
Maybe because they're honoring. Maybe that was in a contract that if Glenn died, they couldn't bring Don back. We don't know.
have him come on and do a couple shows, songs.
Glenn Fry was a dick.
Hey, if they could bring Bernie Leadon back.
Exactly, man. Hey, Bernie's a bad boy, man. He was awesome.
He's great. He's fucking great.
Albums, so.
And I'm really glad that he got to play on those 2013, 2014 shows, just because so many people don't have a clue who he was because of
he's on the border, man.
He's like John Paul Jones. He plays 30 different fucking instruments.
Him and Don Felder were awesome. He did that.
They all do. You look at those live shows; they're all from instrument to instrument.
Bernie Leadon did all that picking, fucking
banjo,
bluegrass. Yeah, he did all that. Midnight Flyer and fucking amazing shit.
And Take It Easy.
Take It Easy.
Didn't he join the Flying Burrito Brothers afterwards? Yes or no? Or am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure.
I know he did other things. That's something familiar about that. So that might be true.
It sounds right.
Yeah.
Right, it does, right?
Anyway, where we at? We're in the last song.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm on
he did, Andy. He did.
You did, Andy. Yeah, I know where I'm at, Jerry. I was letting you guys talk because it was interesting conversation.
Yeah, it looks like he joined them after he left the Eagles.
Okay.
All right. Thank God for Google. And then we get to my pick between Best of My Love and Live for the Music. I love Best of My Love. Oh, sweet time. It's a beautiful fucking song. Don Lenny sings, but fucking does that fucking Live for the Music. The fucking Mick Rouse fucking rhythm. Fucking Boz Burrell's bass. The way fucking Paul Rogers, it's just a fucking party anthem. And I'll take a party anthem over a ballad anytime. I fucking love Live for the Music. So I'm picking Live for the Music. Bad Company. Joseph.
Every night I'm lying in bed
holding you.
Such an underrated track. You never hear anybody talk about that track. Don Henley again, just with some amazing vocals on that, and then the harmonies come in.
Yep.
It's just such a great track. I'm definitely gonna have to go with that. It's just such an underrated track to close out.
Underrated.
Yeah.
I never heard anybody say that about that song.
Okay. You never hear people talk about Best of My Love.
Well, it's a ballad,
if you tell somebody off their head the top 10 Eagles song, that's not going to be on a lot of people's top 10.
No. That'd be on my top 10, but I like Live for the Music better. It's a great track.
And I like Andy said, it definitely sounds like I'm like just piling on the Eagles here as far as love for them, and you'd be correct. This first Eagles Greatest Hits is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is an album that I've known since I was a wee tot, as they say in England. This is one of the, like I said last night about Kiss Destroyer being the first album that I ever listened to. This is an album that my family listened to on repeat from the time I was in a car seat, just over and over. It's the stuff like this and Journey's Greatest Hits, the red one, and the Best of Kansas, and stuff like that. These albums I just grew up with, and there's a reason I love these bands so much. And I don't have that. I like Bad Company. I don't have that same connection to Bad Company that I do to the Eagles, but this Eagles Greatest Hits is, I think, one of the greatest albums of all time.
Well,
I mean,
it beat Michael Jackson Thriller, didn't it?
Yeah, it's one of it's.
Yeah.
I think, and I know we all know at least one person that hates the Eagles.
The dude.
Yeah,
the dude. I fucking hate the Eagles.
But we all know one person in real life that hates the Eagles because he's talked about it quite a bit.
I don't remember.
That guy in Florida, Mark.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He hates the Eagles, but I honestly
opinions.
The
Enjoy
Eagles are one of those bands that I just don't understand how anyone can dislike.
Yeah,
they just make you feel so good when you listen to their music. It just hits you, and they're just one of those bands for me.
All right, so then we get to you, Jerry.
I agree with what you said. Live for the music. What a cool tune that is, but. Best of My Love, man, by far. It's just another beautiful tune. And a surprising song that they end with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird that they end with a song like that, but it worked. It's the fucking Eagles, so it worked.
Yeah.
Don Henley, man, proven what a fucking
again.
Just anything he does is fucking amazing in my opinion. Except for the concert I saw of him. I saw him. It was 2011, whatever album that was. 2012, 2011.
Inside Job.
He did every song off that album. He played "Dirty Laundry" and "The Last Worthless Evening," and then just that album. I'm like, come on, Don.
Wow,
no Eagles songs.
Was that
no
Inside Job?
He played "Desperado." He did do that.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting a lot more, good Don Henley. He didn't even do "End of the Innocents." Come on, Don.
Oh my god.
But anyway, fucking yeah, "Best of My Love." Love that song.
All right, so that 1, 3, 2, 1, because I picked "Live for the Music." God, this was like a landslide. 26 votes for the Eagles to 15 for Bad Company.
I thought it was going to be a little closer. I'm surprised, but
yeah, it
works.
The Eagles, the winner, and the Eagles deserve it. I like the Eagles a lot better than Bad Company, but I had to pick the songs that I like better. But
yeah,
I'm just an ordinary, average guy. So
yeah, what a tale of two greatest hits album too by the Eagles, man. Two completely almost different sounding albums.
Interesting to put Greatest Hits Volume 1 versus Volume 2 because they're both 10 songs.
Yeah, we may do that in the future. That'd be fun.
Dude, that would be a good
Volume 2 only has 2 albums. It's only
Plus they pull a track. They pull After the Thrill Is Gone. They pull After the Thrill Is Gone from whatever album that was on.
That was on The Long
Yeah.
Run.
Was it?
I think so, yeah.
They pulled there's a track on that from one of the earlier albums.
Really?
It's whatever closes the album out.
What, Volume 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I got that on CD and I don't want to pull it out. Where's my phone?
No guy ever said he didn't want to pull it out.
Let me figure out here.
Sorry, Eddie. You set me up.
I know. I kind of set that one up.
After the Thrill Is Gone, it's from one of these nights.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Huh. But the rest is all from Long Run and Hotel California.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man. So
I got that mixed up with Sad Cafe.
Yeah, that's on Long Run.
That's on Long Run, yeah.
Another fucking great tune.
God, I even like that Long Road to Eden double album. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, you could make a single album out of it.
No. I think an EP would be safer.
Yeah.
An EP.
Well, I really don't listen to it, but I think I like 6 songs.
I do. Hole in the World's a great track. I love Hole in the World.
Oh my God. So that was the Eagles killed Bad Company. It's greatest hit 10 from 6 versus the Eagles 71 to 75. And look at the Eagles. Like those were hits from 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 4 albums.
4 albums. And the Bad Company was a lot longer than what this greatest
and
hit.
you'll hear any one of these, basically almost any one of these 2 albums on the radio every day.
Yeah.
So
especially
it tells you how great both these albums are. So
it's amazing that the Eagles can have more than 2 10-song greatest hits albums that you will hear almost every song on the radio every day. Exactly. And there's songs that aren't on those CDs that you'll hear Old 55 on the radio. You'll hear
Everything.
Doolin
On the
Dalton
Border
on the radio. You'll hear On the Border. It's what a band that just completely changed music.
I bought that CD On the Border, and my mom got a CD player in her car. She took it and never gave it back. Just tell you how much she loved that fucking album. And then she bought me the double set greatest hits to make up for it. So, but I'm like going, fuck, the Eagles are like the American Beatles.
They're
in America, they are the Beatles. They're the American equivalent of the
sales
Beatles.
Wise, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
Beatles are still the biggest band in the whole
No,
world.
I'm talking about in America. There are American equivalent to England's the Beatles. They are our biggest band in America.
Is my screen frozen, or am I just in shock in what I heard?
Who do you think is the American version of the Beatles?
Oh,
I'm not saying the Eagles are better than the Beatles.
I know.
I'm just saying in America, they're the biggest selling band in America. American band.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Biggest selling American band.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, but man,
the American Beatles are the Beatles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about in sales wise, the Beatles is the best selling American band. How about that?
The Eagles.
Beatles are American now?
The Eagles.
I love fucking with you. I love fucking with you when you fucked up.
I know what you're saying. In sales. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that in sales. But
out of every American band that ever came out of America, Aerosmith, whatever, the Beatles, the Eagles.
I love how Aerosmith's what you went to there.
You'll hear more Eagles songs.
What other American band is there besides Aerosmith and the Eagles that are huge?
Van Halen.
Well, but they
Kiss.
Okay.
Dawkins, they're obviously big. They're making a movie about them, so they must be pretty big.
Don't the Eagles
Motley Crue?
Don't the Eagles sell more than Kiss?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
they charge like 10 times the price. Kiss.
They are the biggest band that comes out of America in sales wise. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's why I compared them to the Beatles. In England, the Beatles are the biggest band ever. In America, our American, even though the Beatles are probably the biggest band ever in America, the Eagles are right under them. That's what I'm saying.
Every time somebody tries to compare something with Beatles, I'm like,
the only one sales wise that I would throw up there is Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, true.
Fleetwood Mac,
but they aren't a true American band.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
no, they're always going to be a British band, dude.
They are.
They started out a British band.
They are.
And if you think about the popular version of them, 3/5 are English.
Yeah, but the two that everybody knows are American. So
and fuck you, Stevie Nicks.
What? Where did that come from?
Because
she's been sourpussing Lindsey Buckingham.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Jerry,
get over it.
Yeah, well, they do that. Every decade or so they do that. So
I like that song by the Eagles to get over it. I like that song.
Yeah, get over it. Exactly. There you go.
Good track. That's a good track.
All right, man.
So the 4 tracks that they did for the Hell Freezes Over, those were some good songs.
Yeah.
Like A Girl From Yesterday. Oh my God, that song is so good.
What was the Timothy B. Schmidt song? I can't remember the name of it.
No, it wasn't Learn to Be Still.
It's the other song, the fourth one. We can't think.
Yeah,
of
the fourth
good
song.
Love Will Survive.
Love will keep us alive.
Love will keep us alive. Yeah.
Love will keep us alive.
All right, man.
That guy can fucking sing, dude. That dude can fucking sing his ass off too.
All right, man. So the Eagles killed a fucking Bad Company. So Andy, anything to promote, brother?
Oh yeah, next Wednesday on the Blackspinner Circle, we are going to have special guests. Dawn of the Rising will be with us. I don't know how many of the band members will be there. They are releasing a new album on the 19th, so they'll be talking about it on the 17th on the Blackspinner Circle. This will be their 3rd time on the show. And when I was on Decibel Geek a couple of weeks ago for the New Year's Eve show, their guitar player Ignacio was messaging, and he was talking because I was asked about how Blackspinner started, And then Ignacio, the guitar player, started saying that he was one of our first guests on on my show, which was true. And then after the show, we started messaging each other, and I asked him to come back. So we came up with the 17th. And not only are they going to be promoting their new album, well, we're going to do our top 15 Metallica songs on there. We've done Judas Priest ranking and Metallica ranking with those guys. Cool. So I'll try to keep it a little bit heavy with them. They are a heavy metal hard rock band out of the Phoenix, Arizona area. When their album's released, it's going to be released on CD and on all streaming places. So I will
check it out.
Yeah, I heard him today on one of the guys from that band on Decibel Geek doing Beat the Geek.
Yeah.
So they sound like a pretty cool band. I want to check them out. So,
yeah, man, they're really nice guys, man. They're really easy to talk to, and you see that they're fans just like we are about music.
Yeah, they sounded like cool. The one guy was doing Chris skunked them, of course, but spoiler alert: you haven't seen that episode yet.
Yeah. The ones that usually come out is Ignacio, which is the guitar player, and Ray Kuhn, who is the vocalist. Yeah. Nice. And in fact, one of the shows we did, the last show we did with them, it was from a bar that they were going to play at because they were about to play a show. They were so kind to do a show with me like a couple hours before they were about to go on. So that was really cool too.
Nice.
Yeah. So they'll be on Wednesday. Really nice guys, man.
Cool. Joseph, anything to say or promote?
Yeah, not as of right now, but stuff always coming down the pipeline, As always, hopefully soon we'll be getting the show with me and Charles and Travis underway here, getting that started. But other than that, right now, just kind of going along with whatever comes my way and enjoying life. So thanks for having me on as always.
Oh man, our pleasure, dude.
Yeah.
All right,
man. I'm so sorry. I always forget, but we are really, really getting close to releasing some 3 Shots Down.
Hopefully, we are. I swear, we are going to be doing some 2 shows quickly soon. I promise. Before the year 2030, we will have 2 shows out. I guarantee it.
There will be a man before the end of this decade.
I keep bugging him for the last 4 years, Jerry.
We got somebody that it's just our third member is just so busy. It's hard to get her on a day where
I've been pushing you ever since I've known you to get that shit out.
Yeah.
And I even recorded 2 episodes that you never released.
But man, we're having a blast doing it. I think the Brad Delp episode is going to be spectacular.
I'm really excited to hear that.
Just release it.
We're a little raw. It's we're going to take a couple of episodes to find a groove, but I think it's good, man. We may have missed a few things, but I think we got the most of the gist of it.
Dude, just listen to the first few episodes of Freeform. There's so many fucking technical problems in that. I fucking didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
First few episodes.
Shut up.
No, but the thing is that I think
Chris said on a new episode he had fun with us recording an episode last week. So shut up.
But I think what Jerry's trying to do also is that us 3 have been doing this for years, so we want it to be, up to the standards of what people are used to hearing from us.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we're taking a subject and we're dividing it into 3 parts.
Yeah.
We have a gimmick. We call them shots. 3 shots now. And so it's kind of it's not easy to melt all 3 of them together, but I think we did really well on the I did the early boss and stuff. He did the solo stuff, and Kate did, unfortunately, the last few years of his life and stuff like that. What led to his suicide. And we talk a lot about suicide too, by the way. It's like at least half hour at the end talking about how horrible suicide is. But anyway, I'm not going to give too much of away. It's a fun episode. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it really is.
That's no fair. I had to raw dog it. Damn.
And we want to have guests on, but I don't know how we're going to do the guest thing because we have the 3 different stories that we're doing.
Yeah.
And then we comment on the story.
Just don't have guests. Just don't have.
Well,
guests.
no, I want to have guests. I want to feel like one of those conceited people.
No, it's not. But you have a.
The format doesn't really allow it.
The format doesn't allow it. You don't need guests, dude.
Yeah,
I'm against guests on that one.
Oh,
because
okay.
It's us three with our three shots.
Yeah. As long as people don't realize we're being,
dude.
Actually,
I think it works really well.
It works better with 3 shots, dude. I agree.
To be honest, I thought about getting the Florida guy on one show because one of the episodes I want to do is the Randy Rhodes thing, and he had tickets for that show like a week or two before the plane crash.
Yeah,
and so I would kind of like to hear his story on that a little more. Maybe I don't know. We could fit it in somehow.
You could bring that on Freeform, dude.
Yeah, no, but we want to do something different on our show, dude.
Well, come on.
I like that all 3 shots down. If you ask me,
it's the episode I'm recording with Mooger's different.
It is, yes,
it is. I kept telling you guys, we don't always have to do album reviews, man. It gets boring sometimes. Bring shit in. Like I've done our 15 drinking songs. Me and Lee have done really different things. I want you guys to expand shit. Like I said, you could have did Brad Delp on Freeform. You never bring it up, but it's cool.
That was my always idea doing the first show. That's why I never did it.
That's cool, man. You do what you need to do. But
one of my favorite singers.
You could have done anything because I'm not a narcissist. I want you guys to take.
With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it when they are released. They will be released, I promise.
Well, I'll be promoting the fuck out of that.
I know you will, and I appreciate that.
So
I'll be appreciating Joseph's show when it comes out. We'll all promote each other, man.
We all
and then one of these years we'll do the wrestling show we talked about.
No competition, man. We're doing it to help each other.
Absolutely no competition.
Help each other
dude.
out.
I'm here to help everybody out.
Yeah,
I don't understand how some podcasts get shit on other podcasts if we're not, just help people out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Joseph, as soon as I get the first 2 shows out on the pod things, we'll do the wrestling show, I promise.
Well, Charles and I have to get our show launched first. We even started that.
Yeah, see, we're the same thing. So maybe by 2031 we'll do the wrestling show.
Let's talk about another established podcast that has a new episode coming out tomorrow with the radical one, Jeff Beers. We are doing Def Leppard's On Through the Night.
That dude's a trip.
Yeah, no. And he is on an episode coming up that we're going to be recording again with the great Bushy. That's going to be fun too. So, take us out of here, Jerry.
Like I said, I thank our 2 guests, Joseph Staub and Andy Rodriguez. Man, always great to have you guys on. I'm sorry about that Houston rodeo lineup, Andy. I'm sorry, it sucks.
It sucks when Jelly Roll is a part of it.
Jelly Roll.
Hey, you can say what we're doing next week.
That's harsh.
And then Joseph, man, I'm sorry again for you. Again for you, Joseph. I'm sorry about TJ Watt, man. I hope you guys make it a game at least.
Goes. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. And I'm rooting for both of your guys' teams. I'd definitely like to see Houston win this week. Definitely. And I'm always rooting for San Francisco in the NFC. So I'm rooting for both guys' teams right now.
And since we're doing a guest pick next week, I'm going to let our guest introduce what we're doing next week. Go ahead, Andy. What are we doing next week on the BS session?
Next week, we are going to be making our own Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band album. Their best 11 tracks off of only Bruce Springsteen and E Street Band. No solo albums and no live
Tunnel of Love.
No Tunnel of Love, pretty much, yeah.
No Nebraska. Was Nebraska? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got to say E Street Band on the album. So that's what we're doing next week here on the BS Sessions. The guys are kindly asking their guests to come up with a show, and I was honored to come up with this one. I've been wanting to do a Bruce Springsteen one, but I just didn't know how to do it on Blackspinner. So I'm very grateful that Mark and Jerry gave me this platform for that. Appreciate it, guys. Always appreciate you too. Always.
Yeah, I think Joseph did the first pick. We did a while back. We let him pick it. Gave him my pick. So I talked to Jerry, and Jerry agreed. Like every 3rd episode, we're gonna have a guest pick. We got a Chris Elio pick coming up for but I don't want you guys to pick consecutively, so just pick. You know,
I'm for letting guests pick the shows all the time. That's what they want to see and hear. Let them pick them.
I have a good idea for you guys sometime in the future, so I'll throw that to you guys sometime in the future.
Right on. We'll do. I always told you, Joseph, give me ideas. So, all right, man.
Because there's times where I'm sitting there and I don't know what the fuck we didn't talk about. So, get somebody with some fresh ideas. So, yeah.
Well, I got an idea, and that's going to be an episode I've already planned. It is songs that you get speeding tickets to from the Blackspinner Circle. You guys picked. You guys picked 3 Deep Purple fucking speed trap songs, like consecutively. And I was like,
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Key. What's the other one?
Highway Star.
And
I picked Burn.
And I was like driving home, and I go, "Fuck yeah, that's a good episode. Thanks, guys."
And hey, Mark, we all told you what your number one's going to be on that list.
No,
so.
Not even close, Joseph. All right, man.
1 foot on the brake and 1 on the gas.
Fuck you.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what? I might just pick that to fuck with everybody now.
Yep.
Take my license and all that jive.
What a fucking master. He's better than Don Henley right
Come on, go and write me up a 125. Post my face, wanted dead or alive.
Pure
Take
poetry.
my license, all that jive, because
poetry.
I can't drop 55.
It makes me cry
one of the
when I
worst
hear
songs
those
ever
lyrics.
written. Oh, it's so bad.
Dude, it's fun.
It's pretty bad.
It's fun. It's fun.
I love
it. It ain't no Dream Theater. It ain't no Bob Dylan.
Doesn't have to be.
It's better than Poison.
I'll tell you what though. If I put it on mute and watch the music video, I crack up so hard.
The cop has him bent over on the car. Yeah.
the little pencil
that
guillotine
look on his
that
face.
the judge.
Dude,
the little pencil guillotine that the judge has.
His costume and his band costumes are so fucking 80s.
Freaking one of his band members looks exactly like Matthias Jabs from the Scorpions.
Oh, he's with Boston now. What's his fucking name? I can't think of his name. But he's Boston's guitarist now.
I don't know.
No, the guitar player, Gary Peel. Yeah, he's Boston's guitarist now.
All right, guys. You know, we keep digressing, and we're supposed to end the show. All right, guys. Have a good night, man. Take it easy,
guys.
All right, later. Bye.